how you prep your hair for a wedding day, it's crucial if your hair is long to make sure you wash it a couple of days before the wedding, because if the hair is too clean, it may fall down. And if you don't use a lot of product on it, it's really, really good if the hair has got its natural oils, because it would hold onto the tongue and it would actually hold onto if you're back combing your hair. So definitely pre-wedding, don't wash your hair, or shampoo I should say, and just work with your hairdresser. Obviously make sure you have lots of trials. And the best thing is to, on the day, is obviously to make sure everything is pre-done. Take lots of pictures, take lots of steps, and then you would have the perfect wedding hairstyle. The period you should prepare for your wedding hair, I would say at least 5 months to 6 months ahead of time, because it's going to take about 2 or 3 trials before you're happy. If you get it done in one go, that's amazing, but I would say definitely a run up to it would be at least about 6 months.
In my opinion, I love a woman's décolleté, so I would recommend hair out of face, so you can really appreciate that part of your body. But of course, everyone has a different view, and might prefer hairstyle down. But I think if I had a strapless dress, I would want a low button.
Are hair accessories essential? I would say absolutely yes. When you do a hairstyle, especially if your hair is dark, a hair orientation can give the hair definition. So I love accessories if it's put in the right way. If you want to define how the hair is, if it's wavy, it looks pretty good. Flowers don't always work, so anything diamante, anything antique, anything just a little bit vintage can look really, really cool. So yes, accessories are great. And I know this is a little bit over the top, but I love it. If you've got a family tiara, it's even better. Oh. So something which gives you shape, because again, hair accessories can give you shape. So you can either have it symmetrical or asymmetrical, but a good hair accessory or hair orientation in the hair really looks cool. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. Just before your wedding, as a treatment, what is really popular is putting on a hair gloss. A hair gloss is a transparent semi-permanent, so it's not going to kind of colour your hair, it's going to give your hair definition and it bring out your natural hair colour. And what a gloss is, it's going to make your hair really shiny and healthy. So glosses are very, very popular. And when I say gloss, a gloss is transparent. It's a gloss. Trims, as trims go, you always have to have your hair cut about 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how much hair you're taking off. I would recommend a trim is a dusting, because you're not taking off a great amount of hair, you're only dusting the ends, which is kind of millimeters of hair coming off. So I'd definitely say 4 to 6 weeks, but do not go into a full-blown haircut. You only should do a trim. Keeping your hairstyle going, especially from day to evening, I would suggest be careful of using too much hairspray or too many products in the hair, because usually in the evening you want to make your hair look softer. So be careful of too much back combing and too much product, because in the evening it's got to be a little bit more romantic. But if you're going to keep your hair up all day, all I would suggest is brush it a little bit, because it kind of relaxes it into the mood of the evening. But as a rule goes, you can have your hair up all night as well. But just make sure you've got a lot of pins in there, because when you start jumping up and down and being flung up in the air, you want your hair to stay up.
In my opinion, I would choose either heavy eye or heavy lip, only because I feel both together are just a bit too much for a wedding day. It depends what my dress looks like. I think if I had it my way, I would wear it up for the ceremony, so I don't have to think about the hair flying in my face when you say your vows and all of that, and then down for when you're dancing. So there's like a lot more to work with, but it depends if you have too many clips or pins in your hair during the day that you can't just let it down. But if I could choose, I would have it both for day and evening. I'm gonna say no. I feel like it should be a day of being pampered and just enjoying every moment of it. And I feel like if I do it myself, I'm just gonna be distracted from the joy of the day. So I think I'll trial a few on my own and get ideas, but the end result will be kindly created for me.